Hi everyone, it's Catherine here from Chaos Creates. Thanks for joining me on my channel today. I'm here to share with you a layout I'm creating for Confessions of a Paper Addict, and I'm really excited to be part of the design team for another term. And so today I'm creating with this Heartshine cut file. Now, this is an older one, but it is gorgeous and I wanted to use it here. So I have this cute little picture of my niece. And if you recall, I had that layout I created last month and I had it sitting in my album and I thought this background paper would work perfectly for the photo. It matched really well in terms of colors. So I went ahead and cut out the Heartshine cut file on some paper, some dark paper from the, I want to say, Midnight collection from Cocoa Vanilla Studio. So I'm using a mix of that collection as well as Bohemian Dreams, and I think that's all. But yeah, it's sort of a mix of collections and all of these colors went well. So I'm going ahead and matting my photo on some of the uh, smaller pattern paper, so the A5 paper stack or one of those types of smaller paper packs. And I like the double matte there. And now I'm going to go ahead and stick this cut file down. Now it is a little bit tricky. I don't worry about lining it up too much. It's certainly not perfect, but it's handmade and I love how it turns out. So I've cut it a little, tiny little bit smaller than 12 by 12, just so that there's an edge of that paper around. And I just thought this cut file really helped those hearts in the background pop and didn't take over from it too much, but just added a beautiful level to that background. So I'm going to go ahead and place my photo there because of the way my niece is looking in towards the photo. And first of all, I wanted to pick out a title. So I'm using that hollow chipboard piece, and then I'm going ahead, and these were a bit tricky. These are reasonably old, so I'm not sure whether it's because it's old or they just won't sort of cut through properly from the backing perspective. But yeah, I sort of have to struggle a little bit to get this beautiful out. And I do get there eventually, but it was a bit tricky. And so that is in white, obviously, but I do go ahead and modify it a bit later on. Then I'm just sorting through the other titles I had there and yeah, thought that Hello Beautiful was going to work. Then I pull out this banner piece which says Sweet Memories, and I do end up moving it later. I really like these floral elements up in that top left-hand corner, and I'm putting a chipboard butterfly there, and I'm just working through the ephemera pieces that I've picked out and seeing what I can make work around the page. I'm moving that butterfly around, adding some tabs, but while I'm doing that, I will let you know that I've left links below to this cut file in the Etsy store, so go ahead and check it out. It's a super simple cut file, but you could use it so many times in so many different ways. You could put the photo in that heart. Yeah, I just think it's a really versatile cut file. So I have also left links below to the Facebook group, so go ahead and check out all the wonderful new cut files for this month. They'll be in there for the release for April. And also there is a challenge this month, and I will be creating one of my layouts this month around that challenge. It's this beautiful floral, sorry, not floral, butterfly sort of wreath. So go ahead and check that out for some inspiration and see what you can create. And so I'm just shuffling through all the ephemera pieces here. So I've got a real mix of things. So I've picked out a banner piece, a chipboard banner piece at the top there that says Wonderful Memories. And then I've just put down that flare button, which is Stay Wild. And I've got another chipboard butterfly there. And I've got a little gorgeous little girl chipboard piece that I've put to the side of the photo. And I'm just seeing what else I can make work. But at this point, I'm pretty happy with how everything's coming along. And so I'm going to go ahead and modify this beautiful chipboard piece here. And so I've pulled out some Distress Oxide. Now this is... I have to think about the color here. Faded Jeans. Does it match perfectly to the hollow? No, definitely not. But I think it matches in with the other blues really well on this page. Certainly, that top butterfly. I think it matches quite well there. So I go ahead and, that was super easy just to create a little bit of color on, because I felt like the white was, it was losing a bit. Um, if it was just to remain white. So I'm just going to go ahead and stick this all down. So I'm using my wet adhesive here mainly. And please let me know, like I have left this whole process in. I think I cut out a tiny little bit where I went to get my Distress Oxide, but apart from that, I've left the whole process in here. Yeah, let me know if you like seeing the whole process, or you want me to cut out the sticking down, because really I'm just picking things up and putting them back where I had them. But you get a sense of how I created this. So I think this whole process probably took me a bit over 30 minutes. So, and I've sped it up maybe 4 times the speed. So I'm just using my double-sided tape here to stick the photo down. I'm not putting it on I'm not mounting it. I'm not bumping it up on any foam or anything, just laying it flat. I thought there was enough dimension being created with those flare buttons. And like you saw before, I have created the layout on the other side, which already has some dimensions. So I didn't want to do too much here. Now I am trying to get this title piece so I can, stick it down. I'm popping out all those center pieces, and then some of the adhesive came off the back, but that's fine. I'm just going to go ahead and stick it down with some wet adhesive. And I think that works better anyway, because some of this, that sticky adhesive wouldn't work. It was probably too old. And so I'm sticking that down. And then I'm taking the dot of the eye, and I did put it where it was, I guess, in that package, and it just looked too high. So I do drop it down below the cross of the T. And then this other chipboard piece I'm sticking down here is all smiles. And yeah, I really like how this is coming together. So I've pretty much stuck everything down. I'm sort of looking through to see what else I can make work. And I felt like I needed another flare or another butterfly. And in this way, I got both. So I've got the flare butterfly, which works well because then there's 3 butterflies and 3 flare buttons. But then I decided that I needed a little bit more in terms of the title. And I saw Danny V from the Cocoa Vanilla Studio design team just add a little bit to the title, just with a white Uniball pen. Again, I don't know how much you can see on camera, but it does really, in real life, it pops. So I really like how that worked. I do try and add it to the beautiful, but then I bring in a gold pen to add those marks there, because I just felt like, the white was getting completely lost. So I'm just adding the gold. Does it look as good? I don't think it quite does, but I think it doesn't help the beautiful title stand out a little bit more. So I am almost finished here. I'm going to go ahead and add some Nuvo drops in, I think it's bright gold and the white, and then I'm going to go ahead and sprinkle with some Jen Hatfield gold glitter spray, and also the titanium white for the Liquitex acrylic paint. And so I'm just going to sprinkle that around, and so I add 3 of the drops in white and 3 of the drops in gold, and I really love how this turns out. I've been struggling a little bit with my creativity, so it was great to be able to get in and create with this cut file. It was a super simple one, but I really love how this turned out. I hope you enjoyed watching this too, and make sure to check out the close-ups at the end of the video. I will leave some of those. What else can I tell you? Just thank you again for coming along and watching the video. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, or feel free to subscribe to my channel, or more the merrier. So thank you very much for joining, and I'll see you next time. Bye.